I want to talk about White Lotus and specifically that monologue that Sam Rockwell gives in the latest episode. So, spoilers ahead. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of the reaction regarding season 3 is that people are commenting that it's not exactly sexy as season 2 was. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Season 2 really like rocketed this show into the stratosphere, but the point of White Lotus has never been about how steamy it was because to me, at the core of this show, it's always been about consumption and Americans' relationship with consumption. Specifically, in every single storyline of the show, in every single season, it's about how a lot of people, specifically people of non color, often use other cultures, people of color, or anybody as tools of self actualization. Oh my gosh, hold on. Self actualization. There we go. Come on. The story that exemplifies this most in the first season is the story of Belinda and Jennifer Coolidge's character, where Jennifer Coolidge uses Belinda the entire time, makes her believe that she's going to pay for Belinda's journey of a better like hotel and spa, only to give her a shitty tip at the end. Because with Jennifer Coolidge's like plot line, it showed that your relationship to power, whatever it may be, your relationship to whiteness or your American identity, does not save you from this process of consumption for someone else's self actualization, right? Those people were going to use her for her money. They were doing the same thing that she did to Belinda. But what's interesting about season 3 is that I'm very curious if the table will flip when Belinda is now the guest, and now she is possibly using someone else for self-actualization. And what really like threw me for a loop was that scene with her and the hotel manager in Thailand, how she's telling people what Greg did in the previous season. And the hotel manager's first thought wasn't, let me call someone for help. It was, good for you. Greg, an American, has selected you as a tool for consumption, or he may want to sleep with you, if you know what I mean. What a gift to you to be used this way. And we can see this theme kind of trickle through every single plot line within season 3. Like with the 3 women, often using younger men or other stereotypes to justify how they feel about themselves, or even with Piper, who is looking forward to using this other culture to become a better version of herself, but specifically with Sam Rockwell's monologue that kind of like shook over like everyone online and how everyone's weirded out about it. I think it's because for not the first time, but the clearest example of the subtext being text. What Sam Rockwell is talking about in that monologue is that for him to feel a better version of himself, or I guess assuage his guilt for things that he's done in his past, he has to put himself in the identity of a marginalized person. But at the same time, at the core of what he's talking about in that monologue is still using the woman sitting in the chair watching him do what he does, another person of color, still helping him reach his self-actualization even when he tries to put himself in that consumed state. Does that make any sense? Yeah, and it's kind of weird, but that's kind of the core message of White Lotus. Who are you willing to consume? What cultures are you willing to consume to think that you are a better version of yourself? And at the end, are you even a better version of yourself? You know what I mean?